Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's the Countdown Show, and my name is Sophia Peter, and this is
the Halal VJ.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the spirituality segment, and we're going straight to it. The topic for discussion is zakat and sadaqah. Enjoy.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Distinguished viewers at home, this period is a period where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us, the Ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and He has blessed us with a very important pillar, that is zakat, and also the supererogatory aspect, that is sadaqah. In the month of Ramadan, so many Muslims who are wealthy endeavor and strive to pay their zakat in the month of Ramadan, because in this month, whatever you do here, you gain your reward in multitude of rewards. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells in Quran al-Kareem, "Khuz min," in Surah At-Tawbah, "Khuz min amwalihim sadaqat tutahhirukum biha, tutazkirukum wa tuzakkihim biha." Allah says, "Khuz," Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "min amwalikum," from their wealth, sadaqat, their zakat, tutahhirukum, it will purify them, wa tuzakkihim biha, and also sanctify them. This one is both spiritual and physical cleansing. When you pay zakat from your wealth, when you do the needful in terms of making sure that the pillar of Islam, zakat, is not forgotten, is not abandoned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cleanse you spiritually. Your wealth will grow in bounds, and you move, your businesses will move from strength to strength. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had commanded you and I, who cannot pay zakat, to also pay sadaqah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had also told us that the hands who is giving is much more beneficial than the hands who is taking. And finally, you and I, who are also not zakatable, but you should be able to pay sadaqah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribed for you and I in this month of Ramadan, when you are about to end your Ramadan, to pay zakatul fitri, to perform zakatul fitri. Zakatul fitri is a zakah of purification. Allah says, "Qad afla'a man zakkaha." He is indeed successful who purify himself. How do you purify yourself? By taking grains. The grains in the measure of 4 mudu. You pay it, which is equivalent to 1 sa'a, and you use it to pay your zakatul fitri. What is the meaning of this? The essence of it is that, number one, it will purify you, those of you who are fasting, for some of the little things that you are doing. When you are fasting, or mistakenly you utter a vulgar language, that time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use those things to cleanse you off. Secondly, zakatul fitri will also watunsawul masakin, and on day of Eid, those who are poor will be able to rejoice too. They will not be able to come to your door and start knocking on that day. You have given them grains, you have given them money. In some parlance of scholars of Islam, it is allowed that you can also pay zakatul fitri with equivalent of the measure of the grains with money. And as such, the person who is poor will also smile. He can go to the market and buy chicken and slaughter. He can also put clothes on his family, on his family, and will be smiling. Rather than for them to knock on your door, they will not be able to do this. This is the essence of Ramadan in its wholeness and in its magnificence. Ramadan had come to you in just 1 month to teach you all other pillars of Ramadan, from Iman to Salat to Zakat and to Umrah. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make this little what we have listened to be a kindness and a hujjah for us on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, welcome back. That was the spirituality segment, Zakat and Sadaqah by the Imam. Habibi, what do you think about that topic?
Well, I learned a lot, and I think inshallah we'll all try to improve and give more in this month and after.
Exactly. So continue to give. And for Sadaqah, I would just say that as much as we can, we should try to give in our only two spaces. You don't have to be super rich to influence people's lives, to actually give and help someone's life be better. You can do it in the little ways. So this time around, Habibi, where are we going?
Oh, my best part. We're going to the kitchen, mashallah.
Yes.
To catch up with Jamila in Jamila's diary.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I don't know why I feel this way, but it seems like I put on more weight during Ramadan than any other time because of all the food. But let's not lose focus, because the main objective of Ramadan is to get closer to our Creator. So for that reason, I'm not going to cook today. Come on, forget it. Food is still very important, so I'm cooking. I'm Jamila. Welcome to Jamila's Diary. So today I'll be making dambu couscous with stir-fried chicken. Now dambu is any meal in northern Nigeria in which a grain is used, with some veggies, and they are all steamed together. So it's a really delicious meal. There's dambu shinkafa, which is dambu of rice, and there's dambu saki, which is from corn grits, and we make dambu couscous also. There's dambu acha. So you can use any kind of grain, but I'm making dambu couscous today because it's really quick. So it's usually steamed grains with veggies, so they're all steamed and cooked together. So these are my ingredients. So for my dambu couscous, this is my couscous. I have a pack of couscous here with my veggies here. So I've got some carrots, some peppers with ginger, garlic, some onions, spring onions. I've got some margarine here, which I'm going to add to my couscous to help them separate. Some tuna fish, I'm also going to add this to my couscous. Some vegetable oil, my marinated chicken breasts, and some peppers and onions to go with this. So first, I'm going to steam my couscous. So I'm just going to add some warm water, which I've boiled already, and some margarine to it, so to help it loosen up. My Maggi cubes, of course, and my turmeric. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so first I'm going to add some margarine to my couscous. So this is going to help it separate. We don't want them all clogged up together. So I'm just going to mix this in with my fork. All right. So once the margarine is mixed in, I'm just going to add some warm water to it, and I'll cover it up with a cling film. Let it sit for about 5 minutes to absorb some of the water. And then I'll get back to my other ingredients. So I'm gonna add some warm water, enough to cover it up. Just want to cover it. You don't want to drown it in hot water, else you'll be getting too warm couscous. Okay. All right. So I've covered my couscous with water. Now I'm just going to use a cling film to cover it up. So I'll cover this up for about 5 minutes and I'll get back to it. So now to my chicken. So this is my marinated chicken, which has been marinated already in ginger, garlic, and some soy sauce. You can leave this for about 30 to 40 minutes and put it in the fridge. You can also do this overnight, so when you come back home from work, you don't have to be rushing. You already have your marinated chicken. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to my pan, which is heating up already. Okay. Make sure your pan is nice and hot. Right. And then I'll add my marinated chicken. So like I said, this has been marinated with some soy sauce, ginger garlic, and of course your Maggi cube. So the good thing about marinade is that your meat or fish or whatever it is you're marinating gets enough time to absorb the ingredients that you add to them, and also gets time to tenderize, so your cooking time is really short. I love the fact that you can leave them over in the fridge, you know, get to work, come back, and you've got tenderized meat or fish to work with. You can either grill them. So with your marinades, you can either grill them or bake them, stir fry, you know, really nicely. So I'm just gonna turn them over. See how beautiful they look already. Oh, this is gonna be delicious when it's cooked. So easy, very quick meal that you can put together in about 30 minutes. So good. Like if you've got guests in the house and they're waiting in the living room, you'll be wondering like, what's cooking? Okay, so just gonna add my veggies now. Start with the onions. I love my veggies chunky, you know. I don't like them melting in my food. I'm gonna add my yellow peppers and my green peppers. How lovely is this? Anyone can make this, trust me. Super easy. Alright, so this is done. So I'm going to move over to my couscous now. Turn the heat off. I'm ready. Yeah. So I'm going to check on my couscous now. Alright, this is steamed already, just the way I want it to be. So I already have a heated pan. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. Just a little. And then I'll stir fry my vegetables. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of ginger garlic. I'll add my onions. We're gonna do this really quick. Okay. And then my peppers. I'll add my carrots. And now I'm going to add my Maggi stuff. Just want to crumble this in. Boost the flavor of my dambung couscous. Okay. So next to go in is my couscous. All right. So I'm just going to scoop this in. Just fine. All right, looking beautiful already. So now I'm going to add my tuna fish. It's delicious. And I'll finish it off with my spring onions. Now I'll add my turmeric for some extra flavor and color. A little goes a long way. Okay, this is good. It's looking good already. Good. And I'm just going to finish it off with my spring onions. When we come back, we'll be ready to eat. What's the point of cooking a meal without eating it? Trust me, this tastes so good. You'll be missing out on something if you don't try it at home. Jazakallah khair for watching. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, inshallah, for another interesting episode of Jamila's Diary. Remember to follow us on our social media pages at Maggie_Nigeria on Instagram and at Maggie Nigeria on Facebook. Assalamu alaikum.
We're back, and this is the discussion segment. This time we'll be talking about halal entertainment, and we have here amazing spoken word artists and nasheed artists, and of course we still have here
The halal VJ.
exactly.
When I came into the studio, I noticed one person first.
Who was
I
it?
am not. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this. I noticed the sister.
Okay.
For one reason, for one straight reason or the other. But I know there's a reason. There's something special about her that I think I can't see right now. But I think it's up here. Which I like you to let me know what it is right now. Right
Okay,
now.
so let's even peek
go,
into
let's
that.
go.
Let's look at Sophia.
Okay.
So
So you guys are
Sophia
putting
is-
me on the spot right now.
Yes, yeah, the light is on you. Sophia is a spoken word artist.
Yeah.
We know that. What influences you, or what is your inspiration?
Okay, first of all, I started writing, and then I realized that I was really good at expressing myself, my thoughts and my emotions, my feelings. So I started writing all kinds of poetry, Islamic and just very random.
Secular
And then I realized, you know what? Then I had this mentality that people didn't really like to read. Yeah,
People still don't like to read.
exactly. So you put a very long poem, and then people were like, they read it from the beginning and then to the end. Then I realized, you know what, Safi, you have the voice. People listen to you when you talk. So why don't you convert your message into spoken words, and then you can impute your emotions and everything that you are feeling while you felt while you were writing that piece, and that was the beginning of my spoken words journey.
Mashallah,
Exactly.
mashallah, mashallah.
So, Yusuf, do you want to tell us how it all started?
So something happened then. That was 2013. It was this 6-month ASU strike. So I came home then, July 1st, 2013.
Nobody
So I was
can forget that.
200 level then. So I came home. So I met a friend, a guy. He's an Igbo guy. So he's a Christian that converted to Islam. So he took me to one of his friends around. So the man is a lecturer in Benedict University. So we were talking, and everything was going fine. So he showed us one thing on his phone. That was spoken word. That was the first time I would hear about spoken word. I never, Kamal Saleh, the Australian guy.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who doesn't?
You just had to make it more.
The meaning of life.
That is
Yes.
the first video I also saw
I've
myself.
never heard anything of such in my life before. So when
It
I
was
listened
beautiful.
to it, I felt, wow, this is like this guy is out of this planet. Like,
Kamal is
so while reminiscing when going home, I felt, Yusuf, you can do something like this.
Nigerian Kamal.
So we
you
can
know-
say
you know-
we can say that Kamal Saleh was your inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. So what I did then was I went through his YouTube channel and I memorized most of it.
Wow. Okay.
So during our jihad week in school, so I came forth and I did one of his pieces, the New Year's resolution. So subsequently, I started writing my 2015. I wrote my first spoken word, Muslim spoken word.
Okay.
And that was the purpose of life. So it was like the meaning of life for Kamal, for the purpose of life for me. So I started listening to Buna Muhammad and the likes. So,
Yeah.
and
Buna.
Alhamdulillah, today
It's
I
like
have,
you're reading my mind.
I have five.
Habibi.
I have five. Should I say?
Pieces?
Yeah.
Okay.
currently.
Okay.
So very big ones, and I have one on YouTube. The one I shot this year, March.
Okay.
March this year, yeah, March 1st. So it's on YouTube. The purpose of life. So subsequently the rest will come, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay,
What
my
are
own
you
talent
doing?
actually is to find other people's talents. So, for
Interesting.
instance, I
Tell us about
noticed
it.
most people don't know that the person sitting here, Ramzan, is the one who made the intro or the soundtrack for the How TV, Habibi
yeah.
Ramadan season 4.
Wow.
So, this is my talent too. how did you?
Discover talent.
Yes. How did you? How was your thought process? How did you come about that? Was it easy?
There's nothing easy in this
Okay.
life. There's nothing. That's why this one thing I really like to do, like very, very much, which is eating. You can never see me eating without having a very deep bowl of water, because if anything goes wrong, you know what to do.
No.
So when it comes to making Habibi Ramadan SE04 soundtrack, I was so excited. I think that was the number one thing that kept me going. Like, okay, this has been my dream. Like, ever since I started anything entertainment, I like TV. I just like what TV is about.
Mashallah.
I like being on camera, but I like I like the process of being at the back.
Yeah,
you understand
back
how
in
the things
yeah.
work. So some days, right, I didn't do anything pertaining to Habibi Ramadan at all. I just had to make myself like centralize myself, like my mind, like okay, how am I going to do? So I started recording. I didn't go into the studio. I started recording whatever comes into my mind to my phone. If one comes, I record. If I'm eating or whatever I was doing then, I record. When I had something to start with, I jumped into the studio and started recording. You just need one idea. You don't have to. I don't really have the full idea before I start. I just need something to get me started. So when I had these ideas for each, not all at first, maybe like 3. And I had this idea, so I went into the studio and I started making this stuff. So the more I start, if I do a vocal lay, then the next one comes. Like, what back up are you going to? Pa. You follow up. When that is done, wire it. So that was how the process was. I didn't wait to finish all the batches. After finishing 1, 2, 3, 4, I send them. You understand, like that.
And you just went on and on. Okay, that's great. Okay. So I just want to ask, just a quick one. What is your take on halal entertainment so far in this part of the world?
Wow. From my own point of view, halal entertainment, I've been following it on YouTube and also on Instagram. And whenever I look into it, I feel, wow, those people are really trying. Like, this is just awesome, and we really need more of this, like, around the world, especially in Nigeria now that things are really going here. Like, having halal entertainment now is just awesome for us, and I'm happy about it.
Okay, Yusuf. So we have Yusuf Aditono with spoken words.
Inshallah, I'll be taken from one of my pieces, True Obsession, which is about the insurgencies in Nigeria and around the world. So I'll pick it from the middle. I said, you see the names like what's this? You begin to think what I believe in, and surely they're the one causing this crisis. I mean the social vices. You're throwing the bombs and killing innocent souls, showing lots of discrepancies. I mean, don't you have pity for us masses? Many are dead, much more injured, so many displaced families. I mean, who are these infidels and jahils calling the Muslims kafir, waging war against the house of Allah? I mean, how could you forget the story of Abraham and his armies? The elephants were crossed with stones from Jahannam, and the beds will take pity as were crossed like grass grazed by cattle. These are the stories for you to think about, hoping to cure you from the illusions of insanity. I mean, how could you kill your brother because it doesn't follow your madness and imaginations are cruel and distant from the teaching of the prophets in entirety? The hell awaits you for your boat till eternity. I'm sick and tired of watching the news every day to see the blood of those who share in vanity. This is insanity. Allah's judgment awaits you from hell's prayer for you to cry in agony, door till eternity. This is madness and a shit of catastrophe. Shaitan is happy for you, for indeed is your leader. I seek refuge in Allah from him today, tomorrow, my family in entirety. They say Boko is haram. The level of technology today has been influenced by Helen Muslims that came around. Don't say you're not informed about Al-Razi, Al-Khawarizmi, Al-Kindi, Avicenna, Abu Rayhan al-Biruni, Jabir ibn al-Hayyan, ibn al-Haytham, Salahuddin al-Ayyubi. These are the heli scientists, so how come you don't get an ad? The Quran says read. In the name of your Lord, and everything begins to come at ease. The Prophet says seek knowledge, even if you have to go to sin. But instead you dwell in the forest of ignorance, causing tyranny and deceit. I mean, don't you fear the God of Musa? soon the Israelis saw their doom and defeat.
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
Beautiful.
Mashallah.
All right, so just before we wrap up, I'll just do my piece. My pieces, most of my pieces are reflective pieces, yeah. So I'm just gonna get right to it. Sometimes it overcomes you, that feeling. You want more, you just want more. More of that power, more of that money, more of that beauty. The type that makes them pause and want to start to fuss. The type that makes them want to take the 100th look. You wake up every morning and you set out for it. It's a funny world, isn't it? I mean, you think you have it all bad, but there's someone sitting right next to you who has it way worse. You think you have it all good, but there's someone by the corner who has it even better. We keep wanting, chasing, expecting, forgetting to leave. We forget to give. We forget to be thankful, dutiful. We forget that life is only for a short while. I'd say this in my dialect. Kill and let go. What exactly are we after? What are you after? While we leave, let us not forget. Let us not forget the things that truly matter. Let us not forget. Zakumullah khairan.
Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan ya Habib. Ramadan, Ramadan, ليتك